All right, folks, good morning. All right, let's go ahead and get started. For today, Tuesday the 19th, we have the following. All right, so building permits came out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, came in as expected. Housing starts came in better than expected at 1.56 million. Uh, we have FOMC member Barkin speaking at 9:30 a.m. right at market open, which is very unusual to have FOMC members speaking right at market open, but there we have it. So we can expect some volatility at the open. I guess we'll just have to trade on. Now, the impact of this speech is supposed to be moderate, but that still means that we should get some impact from that. So that means we're going to have a awkward market open, but we'll see what happens. FOMC member Bostic will be speaking at 12:30 p.m. Not expect to have any significant impact. And then at 4 p.m., right at market close, we'll have TIC long-term purchases. 6 p.m., we'll have FOMC member Goolsby speaking. So the FOMC member Barkin speaking at 9:30 and FOMC member Bostic speaking at 12:30 are the only two uh, news reports we have coming up. And the first one is the most important at market open. So that means that we'll have to be very cautious trading at today's open and after because we'll have FOMC members speaking. They could say something that might change market direction. So we'll just have to play very careful. But it's not a red report, so therefore it's not so crazy that we can't trade. All right, now looking at yesterday's action, uh, first up the NASDAQ, the QQQ ETF here, was bullish yesterday. We can clearly see an uptrend. Right now, the market is poised to open slightly higher than where it closed yesterday. And as far as stocks which were moving yesterday, we had the following. Riot Blockchain was able, Riot Platforms, sorry, now it's called, was able to reach target number one of 1588 a share. It got about two-thirds of the way to target number two, but only after a really deep pullback. Next up, we have Coinbase, which was also able to reach its target number one of 149.70, and then eventually Coinbase reached target number two of 154.59. Amazon had a very strong move, able to reach target number two of 153.19. It then pulled back sharply, returned back to target number two, and then proceeded to pass it by a pretty good margin. Of course, we were only looking for it to get to target number two, and after that big pullback, that basically disqualified us from looking at it again, but it did actually go a lot farther. Next up, we have NVIDIA, which was able to reach target number one of 501.02, and then got about 40% of the way to target number two. Google, on the other hand, had a really nice move up, able to reach target number two of 135 and then go past it. It pulled back, then resumed to go up to hit a high of 137.15. Let's see. INTC was bearish, but it was only able to reach target number one to the downside, 57, and then went neutral after that. And that was about it. We had some other stocks, but that was about it for what we identified. Now, looking at the pre-market today, we have a few stocks that look like they could be potential plays for the pre-market or right at the market open. First, we have ALDX, which currently is up about 18%, 2.8 million shares traded roughly. It is at least $1 per share, so that does qualify since it's a NASDAQ stock. So we'll go ahead and add that ALDX to our pre-market radar. Next up, we have IFBD, which is presently up 35% on about 5.9 million shares, trading above $1 per share. So we'll add that to our pre-market radar as well. Next up, we've got PBLA, which is currently up 63% on about 16.5 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So we'll add that to our pre-market radar as well. And then we have Plug Power, PLUG, which is currently not moving enough. It did show up on the radar, but it's only down 2.93%. If it's down, we need it to be down at least 6%. If it's up, at least 6%. So that one doesn't qualify. I see that some stocks have already been mentioned in the chat. MOTS, which is currently, it's down enough, but it doesn't have enough volume. MOTS only 187,000 shares there. So that one does not qualify on the volume profile. Same thing for ETAO. Volume is way under what we need. It's only 43,000 shares. And Darren, you have a few. LGMK, which is currently up 29%, 4.2 million shares traded, at least $1 per share. So that does qualify for LGMK. And then CGEN, which is presently up 170%, about 22 million shares traded, at least $1 per share. That does definitely qualify. So we'll add that to our radar. All right, so again, as Dan, you noted yourself, we do need to make sure these stocks are trading enough volume, because there are going to be lots of little stocks that have big price movements overnight because their price per share is so small. But it's the volume that really is the key. So we need to see very low volume, very high volume. So so far we've got ALDX, IFBD, PBLA, LGMK, and CGEN as stocks that are active right now in the pre-market. They may present opportunities right now as well as possibly at market open. And these will be only for stocks trading, not for options. All right, folks, if you see any other stocks that meet our four criteria, which firstly, they have to be a NASDAQ listed stock. Secondly, they must be trading right now at least $1 per share or higher. In the pre-market, they also must achieve at least 1 million shares of volume traded in this pre-market session, and they must have already achieved at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, from where they closed yesterday at this moment. So any other stocks that meet our four criteria besides the ones we already mentioned, let me know in the chat. We already have mentioned ALDX, IFBD, PBLA, LGMK, and CGEN. Right. Any others that meet our criteria, folks? All right, so we'll wrap up for this morning. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 12 likes, but more than 12 people are watching. So please be sure to hit the like button. That helps us greatly with the YouTube algorithm, keeps our channel growing. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, so that way you're always getting updated as we add new videos, etc. Also, if you're watching this on a replay and you're not familiar with our program, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, Um, we will go ahead and wrap up for today. Please be sure to join us for tomorrow's Premarket Pulse. And for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you here in 27 minutes. Okay? All right. All right, folks. Have a good one. And for everyone in the coaching program, I'll see you shortly. Take care.